iPokes and jokes.
Fuck you.
Bonito.
Welcome back to episode 236 of iPokes and Jokes. It's your boy, Mr. Alex, and the fucker on the other
Coola's
side,
here too.
Mr.
Coola's here
Coola.
too.
We have shit to talk about. Trying to get back to a more condensed format. So hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody enjoyed the stupid shit that took place this weekend. Well, just one stupid shit weekend. But for the most part, hope everybody has a good week. First and foremost, hope everybody in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans gets through the tough times. Yes. Some shitty shit that's happening. Thank God it wasn't the Category 5 like Katrina was, but Category 4 is still just as bad, and we hope you guys recover relatively quickly. And yeah, it just sucks. Well wishes, our hearts go out to you. It's a shitty situation, and one that we don't want to see anybody really go through. But we hope you come out stronger than before. But yeah, so some stuff happened this weekend. Some stuff happened last week. We're mainly going to be talking about
a lot, pretty
AW.
much. But some things that we can gloss over with underlying.
Some AW stuff. Some NWA stuff happened this weekend as well. 2 pay-per-views technically. And the Stupidfight 3 happened this week as well, unfortunately. With Jake Paul and Tyron.
Just another stupid fight. I can't even give it a number. It's just
no. It's Stupidfight number 3. It's not even just.
It's gonna be a lot more because
number 3. I mean, we'll get to it. So we'll talk about NWA. we'll just get into NWA first. It's just damn, I don't have anything for NWA, so I can't even put this under the.
All right, that's fine.
But that's fine. That's fine.
I'll get into it.
No, but I mean like a graphic. That's what I meant. Like in terms of that, I could just quickly push the button and be like NWA.
Oh,
power. Yeah, I should probably look for something NWA. And maybe Nick Aldis just like pumping arms or something. I don't know, something weird, or yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah,
something, or just the title.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Men's title.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Those tag titles are really nice. The tag titles just look like the WWE United States title a little bit, but not with the flag, pretty much. You'll see. You'll get the idea when you see it again. I know it's been a minute, but so for the first show, we had NWA's first ever all women's pay-per-view EmPowerrr.
Called
pretty good show.
That's what I said. It was good. It was decent. I was emphasizing on the M, like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll go through the dark matches as well. It's only 9 matches altogether. First match was Paolo Blaze with Taryn Terrell defeating Kenzie Page. Then we had Sky Blue, friend of the show. We have to friend of a friend of the show.
Friends of the show, exactly. So we have to get her on.
So 6 degrees of separation. She's a friend of the show too. Sky Blue versus Christy James, and Sky Blue won. After that, we had Diamante defeating Chick Tormenta and Kylie Ray in a triple threat match. Then we had the Hex, which is Allison Kay and Marty Bell, defeating Hell on Hills. I like that show and I like that name. Mm-hmm. And Hell on Hills is Renee Michelle and Sahara 7 for the semifinals of the women's tag tournament. Then we had Red Velvet and Kylan King defeating the Free Babe, which is Jazzy Yang and Miranda Gordy in the semifinals as well. Then we had Deonna Purrazzo defeating Melina. After that, we had the Hex. Then we
are you gonna say what these things are for? Because you're not saying what they're defeating the people for. Like,
okay. What is Deonna Purrazzo?
No, but you gotta say, like, is it a number 1 contender match? Is it a singles match for the Impact Knockout Championship? Like, Come on, man.
Well,
they gotta know what's going on.
The tournament is for the tag titles. So there's that, and then Melina was defeated by submission in the match with Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title. So Deonna got another title. She's on a roll. Deonna's
She is.
She's on a roll. After that, we had the finals for the NWA Women's Tag Team titles. The Hex, Allison Kay and Marty Bell defeated Red Velvet and Kylie King of AEW.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it was. After that, we had Camille defeating Layla Hirsch for her NWA World Championship title. Then we had the NWA Women's Invitational Cup Gauntlet, which Chelsea Green defeated a ton of other people for.
Yeah.
A lot of other people. We had Bianca Corelli, we had Debbie Malenko, Lady Frost, who we've seen before. Jamie Senegal. We had Genocide. We had Kiara Hogan, Marsha Samovich, Thunder Kitty, and Tootie Lynn. Oh man! So, did you see this the women's card? EmPowerrr?
It was all the women's card. Yeah. Remember how I was complaining to you? You were like, "Oh, I asked you what the important matches were." And you told me, and I was like, "Yeah, practically the whole fucking card." Yeah.
I said the title matches, and you said no. You said it's the whole card. It wasn't.
It technically is. No, it technically is because you got to put in the tournament matches.
Yeah,
that's a sucky thing.
I wouldn't watch those.
Damn, you just shitted on those two teams.
No, and it's not to shit because you were like trying to do like you
I
were
trying to fit in a lot
in a last hour. So in like
it's because hours, I was busy the whole weekend. That's why.
Yeah.
I had to watch.
Yeah. Shut up, bitch. Play the rock sound. Play it for you.
Shut up, bitch.
You gotta cut King out of that.
No, you don't. Some way, gotta leave him in it.
Yeah. All right, but I know you watched some of it. What did you actually watch? Did you watch
this card?
Everything, the whole card?
Yeah, practically from 3 to 9. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I watched the Diamante defeating Chick Tormenta and Kylie Ray, and then from there I just went ahead to Deonna Purrazzo defeating Alina Perez, and then I watched the rest of the matches.
Yeah, that's what I told you to do anyway.
No, I know. I was like, but the only reason I did it was because I didn't have much time to do it. I would have watched the whole card.
No, you can always
overall,
go back.
the card was fine. Like I enjoyed the matches for the most part. Nothing felt sloppy. I did say they kind of made a big show about it being the first ever like women's pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
For the NWA, it makes sense. Okay, it's a huge deal because NWA, like, it's the first time they've had a huge all women's pay-per-view, or any, like, I would say not even any indie. No, because that's not true. We've been
American-based indies or American.
No, I can't even say American-based indies because we went to all women's pay-per-view.
Let's not say indies.
Not pay-per-view. Not pay-per-view. We went to all women's card.
Yes, BCW. So so we have the indies. We do have the indies.
I would say televised. That's majors. Not WWE. Fine, but I wouldn't. Do you qualify NWA as majors?
Or say a minor. It's not indies, but it's not a major. And I know we might as well call it a major. Because minor sounds minor is gonna sound away, and I would be slighted if I'm signed to NWA and you're calling it indie, and that's not the way it goes.
I mean, that's true because they're going whatever. Either way, my point is
it's the top and the bottom.
My point is we've seen all women cards. We saw WWE actually had a really good one a while back, and they never did it again.
Yeah, we saw Evolution, and that was 2018.
I don't know why they never did it again. They should have.
Because of Ronda.
It had nothing to do with that. It was because of Vince.
Oh no, I'm saying the first one in general was more because it could feel like that, but it wasn't.
No, it was because of Vince. And I get it in terms of historic properties or whatever. Like for NWA, it's a big deal. So it was a big deal, and it was, like I said, it was a very good card for the most part. I think the best match of the night was Camille versus Layla Hirsch. To me, honestly, Deonna Purrazzo and Melina Perez actually did have a really good match as well. Like a great match. But I just think Camille versus Layla Hirsch, like it was just at David versus Goliath.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It had that thing about it, like literally. It's like legit an Amazon versus.
Yeah.
I don't want to like shit on her height or anything, but it's like
Amazon versus just not an Amazon. Yeah.
Like, no, because not an Amazon. It's like. Yeah. It's hard not to poke fun. You know what I mean? I know. I'm not even trying to poke fun. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's like, I don't know.
When you are an entertainer,
it's like a giraffe versus a horse. And then you know what I mean?
Yeah, like who's gonna kiss who? Nobody's gonna kiss anyone.
Yeah, it's like it's like a Chihuahua versus like a Doberman. You know,
yeah,
like not to call her a Chihuahua because but it's just like.
But size, yeah, I can see that. The biggest dog versus the small one.
She put on some fucking. She was trying to do the submissions. It was really good. Man. I had fun watching it. Camille was just throwing her left and right when she could. Layla Hirsch got pretty close a couple times. It was a great fucking match.
You know what a match this reminded me of?
Great match.
This reminded me of Walter and Dragunov.
Yeah, it wasn't far off. They were fucking each other up. They were fucking each other up.
Yeah,
they were not far off at all.
It was amazing.
In terms of I think everybody should watch this match. Honestly, like at least this match from this card because it was that good to the point where usually I'm doing one thing and like actually watching the pay-per-view, but like I was just watching like the first 2 minutes, like glancing back and forth. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna have to. I was like, I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to this match, and I turned to my second monitor.
I watched it twice because of that.
Like 2 minutes in, I was just like, nah. Already? I was like, nah, I'm gonna watch this shit. I feel like, it was a good match. I feel like the Deonna Purrazzo one again was. I mean, what can you expect from her? She's a beast. She's on a roll, like you said.
God, Melina
put it in. Yeah, Melina put in the work as well. She did really, really well. Eventually, she had to tap out because they played up her ACL injury, all that stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
But overall, like both women's championship matches were really good. Even the women's like tag team championship match is pretty good. I'm happy to see Marty Bell.
Yes.
Friend of the podcast, somebody we interviewed and whatnot like a few years ago. It's awesome to see her be an NWA women's tag team champion. So it's pretty damn cool. I would love to try to like get her like to talk to us about like what that feels like being the I think it's the first NWA women's world champion, right? Like tag team.
For her, yes. For her, yes. And the fact, you didn't even hear.
Have they ever had an NWA tag team women's?
Yes.
Women's?
This is just of this era.
Okay.
But she made like a little speech basically saying like you're gonna acknowledge the NWA and the Dominican Republic has some kind of crazy relationship. But she said tonight you're gonna recognize the first Dominican wrestler to have a title. Like yeah. I loved it. That was my favorite part. And that's like that sentiment, like it was just a great night. She works hard. Yes, she does. Yeah. And oh man, we didn't even talk about how the night was set off. Mickie James came out, gave her whole speech, basically saying the same thing. This is the first women's NWA pay-per-view. We've come a long way, but we've done the work, and you're gonna see how it's done. You're gonna appreciate us a lot more.
Yeah.
And show that we are appreciated.
Mm-hmm. To end the show, like I feel like the NWA Women's Invitational Cup Gauntlet was like very long.
It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was too many people because there was a lot more names that it was a lot of names we did not know.
I'm happy Chelsea Green won though. Like she's.
Oh yes.
She's fully deserved of doing that. We've seen Chelsea Green multiple times outside of when she was like not in NXT or whatever, this and that. Like seen her multiple times in different promotions and whatnot. And once you leave NXT, it's like, oh wait, I am good. I'm not pigeonholed into a certain thing. Yeah. And I shouldn't even say NXT. I should just say WWE as a whole because it's part of NXT. So like it's just good to see like I am good. Like I can wrestle.
I'm acceptable. People like me.
Exactly.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I have great relationships with people. Like all of those things. Not just her. Yeah. Not just there, but yes, all of those things. Those second thoughts of do I belong? What am I doing?
It's just affirmation and like getting. Not. I wouldn't even say vindicated, but like. Kind of, actually, no, somewhat vindicated because you go on for so long. Okay, you're in NXT and like you're not being used properly and blah blah, and then like you start questioning your own self-worth. Like, am I the one doing this wrong, or is it the company, or this and that? And then once you get out, it's like, oh no, wait, that shit wasn't me. Me. So
it was the company. It was the company, but it wasn't the company. But it kind of really more so was the whatever. No, Anyway,
it was a good card. So we can move on to the 73rd anniversary show.
NWA.
So, you want me to take over this for real quick? Run through the card?
Nah,
I have it here.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. First match was a Brawl and a Lou match. I don't know what that was. I didn't watch the whole thing. I came like halfway through it. I guess it's either a handicap or a triple threat. Either way, it's Tim Storm defeating Tom Lattimore and it's Mickey James defeated Kylie Ray in a regular match. And we had a 6-man tag match, Tyrus and the Masked Man and Jordan Clearwater with Idol, the Pope, and the End, which is Odison and Paro. And we had the NWA National Championship match. Chris Adonis defeated James Storm to retain. Then we had Battle Royal to determine the number one contender for the NWA Championship, National Champion match. Jedias won, eliminating JTG. I have a lot to say about JTG, but I'm gonna wait. And then we had Camille defending her NWA. She defended the NWA World Women's Championship to defeat Chelsea Green. That was a really good match, too. That was another good match. Then we had tag team match for the NWA Tag Team Championships. Rebellion, which is Bestia 666, and Mecha Wolf 50 defeated Aaron Stevens, and JR was to become the champions. And then we had Trevor Murdoch defeating Nick Aldis for the title. For the Nick NWA Real... No, don't do that. He's had it for more than 2,000 fucking days.
No?
2,000 straight.
You lost to an old head, bro. Chill. Trevor Murdoch about? Nah, I'm fucking around. Trevor Murdoch is
I know. Oh man, yeah, he definitely
it was a title versus career match, like you said, right? Yeah, so
I didn't say that, but yes, it was a title versus career match. I didn't know it was a title versus career match. I thought it was just a title match, but yeah. Either way, he should have won that title. I'm happy he did put the career on the line as well. So yeah, Trevor Murdoch. I like NWA giving that look.
Yeah,
hey, let the claps go.
Why not?
Let the applause rain.
Again?
Why did you cut out like that? Okay, whatever. Fuck those applause. What's happening? What is happening to all the applause? Why is it just at
Is that what it's doing?
Yes, that's what it was doing. At least that's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever. So it's a lot of title changes happened. We had Nick Aldis, we had Aaron Stevens and JR Kratos. JTG. He is appreciated. He's very appreciated. We see it, but I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. I feel like it's not enough.
What do you mean?
I feel like his appreciation is not enough. Like, it's like
the appreciation for JTG, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I mean. Like, the appreciation for him, it's a lot. He is appreciated. I want it to be higher. I want it to be more. I just want more appreciation for JTG. That's my guy. I always liked him. To see where he's been to where he is now is just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I thought he would have been more. I thought he would have had more championships, more titles that mattered, more places.
I get it. I don't know, because
go.
I don't know. Like, I agree with what you're saying wholeheartedly.
But we know it's politics, and we know it's about
yeah. So I'm not entirely sure if it's he's seen a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe they don't.
Oh no, I don't. And I don't trust him
with the chat. Yeah, so I don't know if it's like if it's backstage heat and politics. Like, no, we never really know.
Yeah,
you know, to be honest with you,
it doesn't. And it never sounds like heat. Like. But it could be. Just, it could be. It could be anything. It could be. It could be the one person that matters. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be nobody. It could be. But it does. It just doesn't look like it. No matter where he goes, he looks like he's happy with people. Other people also.
No, yeah, he's having a legit he's having legit fun. Like, I know he went to do a show in Florida not too long ago that my friends went to. He invited them as special guests because they all know him and whatnot. So it's just, and they had fun, and like, you know, he was supposed to win a championship match. He didn't win it, and I was just like, well, he probably knew he wasn't gonna win it. You know, like things like that, like, because he was hyping it up so people could come out and whatever, this and that in Florida, and like they had fun, and it was just like one of those things where you don't know why. Maybe it was something switched up at the end. I don't know, dude. It's politics, like you said.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too deep into it because then we don't run these promotions.
I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say.
But I agree with you. I agree.
I appreciate him, and we don't see enough of it, but we need it to be said sometimes.
Yeah.
We did not get to talk about the Ric Flair pop up at the NWA 70. You didn't see it, but he basically said thank you to everybody.
And he wasn't eating anyone out on LIR?
No. He didn't clarify that, even though we know that's not him. He don't know.
How do we know that's not him?
What is he doing on the train? That's limo work right there.
That's not necessarily true.
I mean, I don't think he would be.
Oh, I've seen Keanu Reeves on the train in Brooklyn.
I mean, that's Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is the most humblest dude in the world.
So what? What if it was him?
Ric Flair. Well, no, because Ric Flair is not humble at all.
No, I'm just saying, what if it was Ric Flair doing his stuff? Never know.
He's supposed to be the most millionaires of millionaires.
It's a persona, sir. It's a persona.
I know. Either way, he talked about just being happy to be back in NWA. When he got the call from Billy Corgan, he thought he wanted the rest of the title from all this, but he said, "Nah, just had to
too
talk."
Old, bro. Stop.
Yeah. He touched on the fact that he did want Randy to beat his streak, his 17. Well, not streak, but his number. He did want him until Charlotte got 12. Now that she's at 12, fuck it. Everybody feels the same way. I mean, if there was, she can go anywhere and get those other 5. She can go anywhere else and get those.
It doesn't necessarily have to be within WWE. Like,
yes, because his aren't.
Yeah,
we've talked about.
It's just overall. It's just overall.
Yeah, most of his are NWA and WCW, which I guess WCW kind of does count now. But whatever. And that was still like 12. That's still like 12. That's crazy. So either way, she can go anywhere and get those 5 numbers. I would love for her to go anywhere else. Those 5 numbers.
I want her to go to Stardom and fuck people up there and get, like, if you get a Stardom belt, bro.
If Stardom could get her, belt.
There's just sometimes people just need to leave WWE. I think Charlotte, for a while, leaving WWE would just be good for everyone involved. Honestly.
Yeah.
And more so for herself.
Everybody, the women, herself, just as far as looking at, what happens outside of WWE, how free, how open, how...
She could be the female belt collector, bro. Like, easily. If she could get 5 in one run, that's what I'm saying. Then you're like, you're legit Hall of Fame. Period. In terms of like world wrestling. Period. Not only WWE. Like, she's still already a WWE Hall of Famer. Let's not pretend. It's just
I'm about to count Kenny's title reigns.
What were we gonna say? But yeah, I mean, I didn't see the card, but hey, good to see them having a back. Was it a back-to-back on the same day, or 2 different days?
No, it's Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
So
they let Chelsea Green get some rest. They let Camille get some rest.
Oh, right. You're right. That would make sense.
That was a really good match. Oh my God, that was a really good match. Like, that's another.
I'll go back to watching that one. I'll go to try to watch that one because I do want to see Chelsea Green in a championship match. I haven't seen her in a championship match in a while, so it's like it might make sense to go watch it. But at this point, I want to talk about the Stupidfight 3. Because,
it's different rules. I just want to say it's different rules. It's different.
What are you talking about?
It's just different rules for MMA.
What are you referring? Oh, okay. First of all, let's just
we'll
get to that afterwards. So
that's what I just don't want to say.
Shit Baby 1 defeated Tyron Woodley.
That's not Shit Baby 2.
And no, he's number 1, Shit Baby. Like,
I thought him and his brother was 1 and 2.
Thing 1, thing 2, whatever the fuck. I don't care. He's actually more annoying than Logan, I think. But Logan looks like you want to punch him.
That's the one that played. I got your hat with Floyd, and Floyd looked like a fucking idiot chasing. I'm not chasing him. I'm going to get my security's going to get him, and going to kiss my feet in order to get my shit back. Disrespect.
Either way,
disrespect.
Either way, this asshole Paul won via split decision, 77-75, 78-74, while the third judge scored it for Woodley, 77-75. To be real with you, I had Paul winning off all 3 judges. He only lost maybe 2 rounds at best. And people were like, "Oh my God, did you watch the fight?" I'm like, and I text people back today. I'm like, I watched the fight, and okay, he was fighting a wrestler that would overhand people in MMA, like, and people that don't understand that he's cherry picking opponents that aren't boxers. Just shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm sorry, but just shut up, because put him up against any 5-0, 6-0 professional boxer. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna get fucking wrecked. And I understand what he's doing. I understand how he's doing it and why he's doing it. It's smart. Get your money. Get paid.
Smart.
Make more money. I don't mind the marketing behind it. It's smart. He's doing whatever. Like, I'm fine with it. But if you're gonna make a whole show about people saying, "Oh my God, look, he's looking legit," I'm like, okay, don't get me wrong, his movement looked really good. His jab looked pretty decent. He had some good combos that he landed on him. A lot of body, and he'd hit him with the jab, then the body, and then he go right back up to the top. He did that combo a couple times to Woodley. Woodley didn't seem like he had an answer to it. Woodley started super slow. Woodley even had him not. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna say this: when Woodley caught him, that was a knockdown because while he was on the way down, he held himself up and didn't fall on the rope. That's ruled a knockdown any day. So he definitely got a knockdown, but that it wasn't ruled a knockdown. I've seen it called many times watching boxing. No matter what belt they're going for, or no matter who's sanctioned it or whatnot, whether it's in Las Vegas, in New York, yeah, that was a knockdown to me. But again, at the end of the day, you're fighting, you're cherry picking opponents. You're fighting. You fought nobody. You fought nobodies. To be honest with you, you haven't fought a professional boxer. And not to say nobody, not to say that Brandon Askren is nobody. You fought somebody that had a hip replacement and had never boxed ever and had like the ultimate dad bod. Then you fought Tyron Woodley, and you could see when he was like in his stance, Tyron Woodley, it was like so open. And then on top of that, like he was so low, like he looked like a wrestler out of his depth. Don't get me wrong, he put some hits in, he got some stuff in, but like he wasn't active enough, and like you're not fighting anybody of consequence, and that's what I mean, or of importance within the boxing scope. So when they say, "Oh, he's 4-0 as a pro," he's not a pro. I'm sorry, you're not a pro boxer until you fight a pro boxer. You're just not. These are all exhibition matches. I don't care what anybody says. These are not pro boxing matches at all. Yeah, you could go 8 rounds, but these are not pro boxing matches. These aren't licensed. I don't think, are these licensed by the WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF? No. I don't think they are. They're just all exhibition matches, and that's what they've been tailored as the whole time. These are paid. No, they shouldn't, because he's not fighting a boxer.
No, I think they should be sanctioned because if it's on the card, it's on the card. You can't sanction a half a card.
Yeah, you can.
You shouldn't be able to.
You can. Because he's not a boxer.
To
me, you're not a boxer until you fight. Like, it's like somebody going to fight. It's like going back in the UFC days, having fucking Royce Gracie going up against a fucking kickboxer. Like, it's he's gonna take him down and hold him down the whole time. Like, it's not gonna be fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit like that. Like, when you have somebody that's boxing, and then you're fighting 2 wrestlers back to back. Does Woodley have a wicked overhand right? Yeah, he had one for a long time. Did he catch him with it? Yeah, sure, he caught him with it. But at the same time, it's like, you're not fighting a box. Fight a boxer. Fight a boxer. Even if,
and that's one of the
other things. I'll even go with you fighting a older boxer if you want to. Like, you're gonna get wrecked. Like, I would assume he'd get wrecked. Like, yes, he's young. And yes, he has some promise. I like I said, his movement is good. He has a sharp jab when he wants to like actually work it. His combination punching isn't bad at all. And I was watching, I was like, okay, yeah, I was like pretty decent. But overall, like, you're not fighting a boxer. So anyone that says, oh, he's 4-0 in pro boxing, he's not 4-0 in pro boxing. He's just 4-0 in amateur boxing right now. And that's how I look at it. Like, not to shit on him. But honestly speaking, yeah, shit on you because you're not fighting a boxer. You're not fighting a 5-0 boxer or a 7-2 boxer.
Time, you got to remember, like those, like most boxers' first numbers are not boxers.
But they're fighting. Yes, they are. They're fighting boxers.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
They're not fighting wrestling people. They're not fighting a celebrity that's trying to box. They're fighting legit boxers that also have their pro licenses.
But they're still...
It's not a boxing match.
But they still train.
It's a boxing match, but it's not a pro... So that doesn't mean shit.
Okay, so agree to disagree, but yes. Nah, not even agree to disagree. Agree, but it's just... It's sparring without
That's what it is. This is all sparring matches. This isn't a pro boxing match. This isn't anything like that. It's just a sparring match. Pro boxing debut for Woodley, like that's all it is. Like it's an exhibition match. That's all it is. It's not a pro boxing match, and that's it. I don't care what anybody says. Right. Change my mind, bitches. What are we
talking about now?
So we are moving on to AWs. I'm sorry, AW. Yeah. So I don't know exactly. I don't remember what happened on Dynamite. Oh yeah. So remember what I texted you? So wait. So guys, if y'all didn't realize this, took me quite a few years to realize this, and Reddit to show it to me. The reason why AEW Dynamite is called AEW Dynamite is because it's on TNT, and TNT is another word or another acronym for Dynamite. And when I realized that, I was like, holy shit! I was like, no way.
I feel like we figured this out. I feel like we figured this out in between the announcement for the show and the first episode. I feel like we did actually figure that out, and we made. No, I don't know. It could be wrong.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. It's like when my brother realized. It was like when my brother realized that, Taco Bell and their slogan being "Think outside the bun." He was just like, because it's not burgers, it's tacos, and I was just like, yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean.
And like when you realize Tostitos is called Tostitos because they're mini tostadas. No, because they're mini tostadas. They're mini Mexican tostadas. So that's how I was just saying. Yeah, so it's like, it's just one of those things. But so what happened run through the Dynamite card.
So quick question: Do you need a shirt for the office next time? We definitely, because the last time I made that stupid. Yeah, I said somebody had 3 L's. You could put one in the box. Something. We have to have our stupid moments that we do like that. That was definitely a silly moment because I swore we had that already. I thought we figured that one out.
But we definitely need a moment.
So. We definitely need. Well, that's our office moment of the week.
I guess.
Of the month, half the year. But yeah, you have the card up, or you want me to go through it?
I only have the All Out card, so you can go with that, and I'll do the All Out card if anything.
Okay, so Dynamite, we had Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy. I don't have all of the winners and losers, but whatever. We had Orange Cassidy going up against Matt Hardy, and like he almost killed Matt Hardy again. So I don't know what's going on with Matt Hardy, but that is looking like it's habitual.
Yeah, his reaction time. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. His reaction times are like slow with certain AEW people. It's like, what's going on? Your face was bloody again. Like when I looked up, because I had it on, and I looked up and I was.
It was dripping, and the next thing you know, it's just all red, and I'm like, everybody wants their Becky moment. that's how I feel every time.
Don't call it a Becky moment. Because it's not a Becky moment, it's a Stone Cold moment.
Stone Cold? Right? Yeah, it is a Stone Cold moment.
Just saying.
Done? I think it's done. All right, so we had that. Then we had Red Velvet going up against Jamie Hayter. Hayter
won. She fucked her up. Hayter was looking good.
Yeah. Continue. Oh, she's big. Like she's swole. She's swole. We also had Varsity Blondes going up against Lucha Bros for the one contender, the Eliminator. And you guessed it, Varsity Blondes did not win. So then to end off the night, we had Malachi Black going up against Brock Anderson. And Brock Anderson is Arn Anderson's son.
No, I know. I watched.
Okay, I saw your face. I didn't know what that face was about.
No, because I was looking at one card and I was just like, I was looking at the all out card and I was like, that's not on here. Okay. And then I was like, oh wait, we're not looking at the same cards. Continue.
Yeah. So that was like a 3-minute match.
Yeah, he killed them.
Yeah. definitely killed them. Yeah, I'm happy it was over. It felt like the show was supposed to be this weekend with the way that show went.
Right?
Not that it was boring.
Right?
Not that it was boring. Yeah. It was just not the greatest. It kind of felt
It kind of felt like they were waiting for something. I mean, CM Punk came out and talked again, right?
He did.
Yeah. Which is cool. I mean, he's still great on the mic. You know, it's fun to watch. But I just had it on, and I was watching back and forth. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't watch Rampage. I was busy all weekend, so Friday to today.
Should I? I don't even want to go through these 3 matches.
It's fine. I mean, they really don't. They really don't add to like what's gonna happen this upcoming week. You know what I mean?
They
like,
don't. They don't.
So it's fine. Like I'm fine with them having. I mean, you can go over the wins and losses, like what happened. You can go through the.
No. I was gonna ask, do you want me to go over Dynamite that's coming this week? This Wednesday.
I guess you can if you want. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. So it's Brian Cage versus Hobbs, and there's Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans after that, because Jack Evans, the Hardy family office. FTR versus Santana and Ortiz. Then we have Jericho getting interviewed by Jim Ross. And then we have an interview with Shivani and MJF. And then we have the Elite versus the Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express.
Why?
Why what? Why everything, or why
the last one?
That one, because the Eliminator. They just did the Eliminator tournament. Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express was the finals, even though Lucha Bros didn't actually win. So yeah, that whole shit. It's a filler match for hype.
Wait. I'm sorry. So wait, hold on. This Wednesday, you're telling me that the Lucha Bros and
Jurassic Express are going against the Elite. That's
in a triple threat match?
No, it's a 4-on-4.
Oh! I completely forgot. Wait, so when the fuck?
They're tagged. Okay, so the Elite is the Young Bucks and
no, I understand that. What I'm saying is, don't the Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express have a match to determine the number 1 contender?
That happened on Rampage
on Friday. Okay, yes. There you go. Because I'm looking at the All Out card. I'm like, wait, damn! I actually wanted to see that match.
Okay, you still have time.
I do, but continue.
Look to the network. Well, that's the card. Okay.
That's the card. Interesting.
They're talking about moving Jim Ross into a different role outside of commentary. Which, yeah, because I can hear a lot.
I don't mind.
I can hear a lot. I don't mind at all. I hear everything. So I hear when he makes the mistakes, and I hear when he's like trying not to make the mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, fucking legend, obviously. But at a certain point, you have to. I think he's great at not talent development, but talent acquisition in the back. Like he's always been great at that. Like if they need to move him on to another thing, yeah. Like I don't mind it. Honestly, like you've done your time on commentary. We're all very appreciative. But now it's time to let I think Taz is still great on commentary as per usual.
It's a changing of the guards, and
if Chris Jericho just moving ahead, if Chris Jericho decides to like actually move more into commentary and start scaling back from wrestling, he is 50. Like that's something that could happen. Exactly. So it's
Mark
exactly.
Henry doing that too.
Exactly. So like there's
they don't need
on top of that he could
do that.
Yeah, he could be doing coaching as well. Like for that, so there's a lot of different things he could do. And talent relations is definitely one of his biggest strong suits, and talent acquisition. Like he's always been really good at that. He did that in WWE as well. So like it's not I would not mind seeing him not take the L, but like just transition to a different role.
This right here. So they're gonna have him and they're gonna have Jim Ross and Shivani do 2 separate interviews with Jericho and MJF.
Or maybe if you just
that, or just do
if you make him do interviews, exactly.
Type of things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't make him
I'm fine with that.
But make him a special interview.
No, he's above an interview. Like if you're having like one of those sit down and talk like type interviews, like recorded shit, like produced ones, then yes, absolutely. Yeah. I think that would be awesome. But
outside of that, Actually, you go through it.
So we could do the All Out card coming up this weekend, September 5th, at the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates in Illinois. I think it's right outside of Chicago. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. The buy-in pre-show starts at 7 p.m. So make sure you guys are ready for that. So in the pre-show, we're gonna have the 21-woman Casino Battle Royale for a future title shot. So that should be interesting. Then starting off the night, we're gonna have Paul White, aka The Big Show, or FKA The Big Show, I should say, versus QT Marshall. After that, we have John Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. He called him out. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to, whoop on that ass, boy." And this is the one thing I love about John Moxley. Like, he'll put whoever on, bro. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, and he's calling out legends and shit too. He's calling out legends and shit too. So it's like it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. After that, we have the AEW TNT Championship. We have Miro versus Eddie Kingston. I did see the little promo he shot. He was like, "I'm gonna have to get this false king out of here," blah blah blah, and that. And I like how they're packaging Miro's shit. Like, he's doing really well with it.
He's the redeemer.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. It looks really really good. And I fully enjoy it. After this, we should have a banger of a match between Pac and Andrade. It should be really good. I mean, those two are. I mean, come on, like that's gonna be good.
El ídolo. That's my guy.
You know what? I'll save this for later. AEW Tag Team Championship match: Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers in a steel cage match. So that ensures that nobody else can. And this was via Tony Khan. He actually put the stipulation in so that nobody could interfere in that match. Exactly. After that, we have the AEW Women's Championship match. Dr. Britt Baker DMD versus Chris Statlander should be a good one. We've seen Chris Statlander from years ago. We got to see her at BCW and the all women's thing, and it was great seeing her then. It's awesome. Yeah, the alien. And it's like,
I forget, but I don't forget. It was just was just amazing just to see her roaming around the ring.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great to see her like on a pay-per-view, on a major pay-per-view, pretty much a like major pay-per-view. And she has a women's championship match. And the thing was, she also, like, before she got hurt, like, she was on a fucking roll. So, like, hopefully, I don't see Britt Baker losing, but I think it's gonna be a great match. Then after that, we have Chris Jericho versus MJF. It's pretty much retire or sink or swim, pretty much at this point. MJF versus Chris Jericho, and I think they milked it long enough to the point where this is where it had to get to. And I think this goes back to like the transitioning that we're talking about with Chris Jericho, possibly moving into commentating more so, and like starting to scale back operations or just fully scale back like wrestling overall. Because the other thing I could say is like one of my friends was asking me like, "Oh, yo, like is he really retiring?" I'm like, could just be that he might be taking a break to go on tour with Fozzy as well. But like he does have those obligations.
But verbatim he says out of in-ring competition of
AEW, exactly. Not overall, just exactly. So
that means New Japan is
it's still a go, exactly. He still needs to go against Takahashi, I guess. I love that he called him that. He's an asshole. After that, we have co-main event, I'm assuming, would be CM Punk versus Darby Allin. Everybody's going to be waiting for that. Obviously, everybody's going to be having their CM Punk shirts, watching the shit, versus Kid Sting. And we'll see how... Hopefully, I hope to God CM Punk is still in good shape, and he looks like he's in good shape. So hopefully he's just.
I hope he looks better than when he was in UFC.
Oh no, absolutely, because UFC is different from wrestling shape, and like it might just be completely different. But I just hope in ring wrestling he still looks as good as he was before. Because remember, it's a 7-year break. Your body's not as worn down. So he's technically just picking up from where he left off, hopefully. So we'll see what happens then. And then we have the AEW World Champ.
I hope he's just getting all the ring rust off, getting the ropes, doing all the silly shit that. Because I'm pretty
sure he already started like hitting the ropes and all that shit like this last week going. So and then the AEW World Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage. So we shall see how that goes. I'm gonna run down real quick. I don't know who's in the 21 woman casino battle royale, but I will say I think Paul White will defeat QT Marshall. John Moxley will defeat Satoshi Kojima. I see Miro keeping his title. Andrade. This is gonna be hard, but I'm picking Andrade over Pac.
I need time limit.
I want the Lucha Brothers to finally get the fucking championship. I think they deserve it by this point. Yeah. I think it's been long enough that they haven't had this championship since because it's a fucking Lucha Bros. Like these, come the fuck on. Like it's about fucking time they get it. I think Britt Baker defends her title successfully. I think Chris Jericho finally loses again, or because MJF is
4 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I could see Chris. I could see Chris Jericho. I could see Chris Jericho winning. I could see it's a 50-50 split. I could see it going either way, dude. I really can't call this one. Do I want to see Chris Jericho continue wrestling AEW? Yes. But if you want to put somebody over, this is the time to do it. Not that MJF isn't already over in terms of like a fucking heel, but like this is the time to do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I see CM Punk barely winning versus Darby Allin. Barely. But it's gonna be a hell of a match that Darby Allin's gonna put on as well. So hopefully, like we said, it's not too crazy ring rust. And hopefully he could lean on the younger dude to welcome to the match. Not that he'll need it too much, but 7 years out of the game, it's a big fucking deal. So he might lean on him a little bit, which is expected. But then again, it's CM Punk. It's the best in the world, so we'll see what happens. And
this is floating around of him working.
I think Kenny Omega retains the title. I think Christian Cage winning the Impact one is like just as far as you should get, but I see Kenny Omega keeping the title for now. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Even with him keeping the AAA belt last 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You can't be called a belt collector without your main championship. That's the one he has to keep, the AEW World Championship.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry. That's how it be. Man. That's how it be, boy. But yeah,
I'm pretty much agreeing with you. Yeah. Yeah.
We agree to agree.
Yeah, we agree to agree. Yeah. That's not fun. It's not fun at all. So quick question: did you see? I know. I should have mentioned this when we were talking about it. Did you see the Ronda Rousey tweet? Power. How do you feel about just even acknowledging? The tweet was, "Holy freaking moly! Those ladies had such a hard match to follow. Not only maintain the momentum of the night, but accelerated it. By the way, Red Velvet still managing to stand out amongst everyone, kicking all."
She's a wrestling fan. It's first and foremost a wrestling fan. She's not only a WWE fan, but a wrestling fan. So it's not out of the
woman's
picture. Yeah, it's not out of the picture out of realm of possibility for her to be watching that and commenting on it, regardless of her ties to WWE. She's not in WWE, so she could say all these things. And
the contract is done, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm glad she acknowledged it. It's that simple. Because at the end of the day, she's a wrestling fan, not a WWE fan. So for her to acknowledge it, it speaks volumes, So I'm glad she did. Yeah.
I was over here like, oh my gosh, it's not the NWA. I was like, and then I thought about it, like you said, it's special, but it's not really special. It's special. It's special for the people that don't know that she's gonna acknowledge it. That was not being a dickhead.
I'm kidding. But yeah, yeah, she should have. I'm glad she did. It's actually really cool that she did. So yeah, it just shows that she's a student of wrestling overall.
And not a dickhead.
Yeah, I mean you are, but not her.
Yeah, that's fine. So now that we did mention that talk about Becky being back on SmackDown Live, and we are done.
Okay, we're done.
There's nothing else to say. Yeah, there's nothing to say.
Yeah. Good for her.
One last thing. Also, Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor moved from Florida to Philly because of COVID numbers in Florida.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in Philly, the 2300 Arena, which is known as the EW Arena. What day is that? I believe it's September 12th. It's September 12th.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk. I hope. You know what? Maybe that's finally one we'll watch. I don't know.
That'll be the one. That'll be the one.
No, I don't know. We'll see. We gotta look at the card. We got high hopes.
So the card.
No, we're not talking about the card. Fuck out of here. Get out of here.
I know.
We're done. With that being said, that's the end of the podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Soaks, myself at _Mr. Alex 25.
You didn't think I was
ready?
Ready?
The guy, I know you were. That's why I was just like, nah, fuck that. The guy on the other side at
NU_KEWLA.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher FM, and Transistor. We might be like dumbing it down just to a couple of them at the end of the day. We wanted to reach a bunch of y'all, but like, we might just get off of Stitcher. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Also, pick the link tree.
I want to say shout out to Bandito. We haven't said shout out to Bandito since he became the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, he beat Roosh? Nice. Congratulations.
That's his cousin.
But yeah, right? And I know it's all in the family. So yeah, and links are in the description below. For those of you on audio only, thank you so much for listening. For those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and definitely, come back next week for our definitely all out review,
like, share, and comment,
whatever the fuck else happened, and like, share, and comment, absolutely, and give us stars on Apple Podcasts because that's how people, find us and shit. Algorithms,
We have a giveaway coming soon too.
We do. But you shut your filthy mouth about it.
Okay, right? Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the new merch that's coming.
Yeah. It'll come soon, but
I'm gonna treat you like that wrestler in the Olympics and bite the shit out of you. That's what I'm gonna do. Somebody in the Olympics bit somebody that was wrestling during the match.
Okay, people are holy feeling it. That's all good. All right, man. Thank you once again, everybody. And we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Peace out.